Hey guys, we are back for 2024 and I'm setting myself up with a challenging first week. We're waking up at 4:30 a.m. Early morning wake up, stunning! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jade and thank you so much for joining me. Towards the end of 2023, I embarked on a weight loss journey. One day I woke up and thought, today's the day that I need to change and I need to do better for myself. So before I knew it, one day turned into a week turned into a month, and now it's been a couple of months and I'm so glad that I embarked on this journey. I've enjoyed it so much that I can't even believe it, but I've signed up to study to become a personal trainer. If you're on a similar journey or you don't know where to start, don't worry, you're in great company, neither did I, and we are still just working it out together. As I'm in the early stages of studying, I still don't know all the ins and outs, but here I am, I'm here to learn and I'm here to share as much as I can. Happy New Year's, guys! It's now 2024 and a new year means new opportunities, a fresh start, and a new burst of motivation. Over the holidays, as you guys were aware, I had a really bad cold or flu. So this week, I finally started to get moving and get back into the swing of things. As I was still recovering, I wanted to focus on doing lower intensity workouts, so I didn't overdo it, but gently found my way back into moving my body and slowly phasing back in. As the new year has kicked off, I've decided to take my fitness routine to the next level by making a major shift, swapping my afternoon workouts for the early 4:30 a.m. wake-up calls to arrive at my reformer Pilates classes at either 5:15 or 5:30. Years ago, I used to be an early morning workout person, but that quickly stopped as when I would start to work out in the mornings, I would actually feel so nauseous with whatever activity that I was doing that I actually stopped doing it. And I decided to then become an afternoon workout person. So this year, going into the new year, I wanted to switch that around because I want to incorporate reformer Pilates, but also do some sort of movement in the afternoon, preferably a mix of cardio and weight-based training. The initial challenge has been, of course, adjusting to the new routine. Waking up while the world is still asleep is so tough, but the benefits that I have found are definitely worth it. Some of the challenges that I have experienced since choosing to do my 4:30 a.m. wake-ups is the early mornings. Getting out of the cozy bed while it's still dark outside has been a little bit of a struggle, especially during these beautiful rainy mornings that we've been having. Another challenge is acknowledging that my sleep routine needs to change. I needed to go to bed earlier to make sure that I got enough rest to be up and at 'em in the next day. Now that we've talked about some challenges, let's talk about benefits. So some of the benefits for me has been my productivity boost. Starting my day early allows me to be more productive throughout the day, ticking off the tasks before most people even wake up. And funnily enough, I could tell that my energy levels have completely skyrocketed. I wasn't getting that mid-afternoon crash anymore, which had always plagued me when I was an afternoon workout person. Also, another huge bonus was my early morning workouts gave me some time efficiency back. So I got to free up my afternoons and focus on some of the other things that I wanted to achieve this year, aka I wanted to work on my mobility. As you can see here, I was doing foam rolling and oh my god, my muscles were so tight. When I was consistent with working out, I used to foam roll after every single workout, and look, I have to admit that has completely fallen off. I don't do that as much as I should anymore. Foam rolling and stretching after working out can really decrease some of your muscle soreness or muscle tightness. I would highly recommend giving it a go. If you haven't done it before, just be aware it is a little bit sore at the beginning, but once you do it quite regularly, it actually begins to feel like a massage. If you're like me and you do want to shift to a morning workout, my tips would be: number one, a gradual transition. So if you're not used to early workouts, don't make it a drastic change overnight. Gradually shift your workout times by waking up 15 minutes earlier each day until you reach your desired time. Tip number two is to create a consistent sleep schedule. Ensure that you get enough sleep by going to bed at a reasonable time. A consistent sleep schedule will help regulate your body's internal clock, and it makes it easier for you to wake up early. Tip number three was a big one for me, but preparation is key. Lay out your workout clothes and gear the night before. This will eliminate your decision making in the morning, and it makes it so much easier to get up, get dressed, you're already ready, and let's go to the gym. This next tip was really helpful to me, but being exposed to natural light. So for me, it meant that I could open up my curtains a little bit and watch the sunrise. Dylan also told me this tip because he says that it's your circadian rhythm and it signals for your body and it's time to be awake. Another helpful tip that I have been using is an accountability partner. So in the mornings, because I have Dylan, we go together to the gym. Because I know that he has to keep to his schedule and I have to keep to mine, it sort of in a way makes me feel like I'm keeping a promise to my workout partner. I also think just in general, it's really helpful to have a workout buddy if you're having trouble motivating yourself. When you are accountable for somebody else's time and you know that you've promised to show up, sometimes that is so much easier. This next tip is a tip that I have for every single aspect of life, and that is to celebrate the small wins. Acknowledging and celebrating the successes that you've achieved along the way, whether it's completing a challenge, a workout, or even just being consistent on waking up early, you need to recognize your achievements as this will keep you motivated. It definitely helps me. Also, I'm a huge believer of you need to have fun along the way. This is something that is so important and it'll keep you going. So without fail, I have still been doing the walking workouts by Grow with Joe, and I have really been enjoying them. It's such a good way to get your steps up and just ultimately have so much fun with it. I really wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you guys so much. I can't believe the response that I've had. I've had so many of you guys reach out to me, message me privately, even friends and family as well. Having your support has meant the world to me. Thank you. Here I am with my Lola bag and I'm ready to make my way to the gym, and I thought that it would only be fair that I talked about and showed you some footage to do with Reformer Pilates. In my earlier videos at the start of my transformation, I loved doing Reformer Pilates and it helped jumpstart me into this journey. I remember seeing the ladies come out and they all looked so toned, they had amazing posture and they looked like they really enjoyed it. Now that it's been a couple months since I started on the Pilates journey, I thought I would share with you some of the key changes and things I've noticed. The first thing that I have noticed is my improved core strength. So I know that Reformer Pilates helps to target your deep core muscles, helping to strengthen and tone your ab muscles, your lower back, and also your pelvic floor. This contributes to better posture and overall stability, but oh my god, it is so tough when you have no ab strength at all. Reformer Pilates needs to come with a warning. Your abs will be sore every single session. Another key change for me has been my increased flexibility. Now, the controlled movements and the stretches in Pilates promote flexibility by elongating and strengthening your muscles. And also, I will say my posture has improved. It still has a long way to go, but I definitely have noticed some changes. Another thing you will realize super quickly is that your breathing control will improve. Pilates emphasizes the coordinated breathing with the movement that you're actually doing. So usually with the extension or the energy exertion, you would actually use your breath out. I also noticed that my mind and body connection had been improving. So Pilates encourages your mindfulness and also your concentration on your present moment. So this mind and body connection can lead to increased body awareness and improved mental focus. As you can see in this clip, I'm actually standing on the Reformer Pilates machine itself. This brings me to my next point, which is balance. As I am getting a little bit older, I am noticing that my balance is changing. So I have noticed that in Reformer Pilates, because of the actions and the movements that we're doing, it actually has made an impact. Another great point about Reformer Pilates is that when I was a little bit heavier, I noticed that I couldn't handle high impact exercises. This was a really important point for me because when I was a little bit heavier, I had pain in my hip flexor, sometimes my knees when I was doing high impact, but especially my lower back. In my opinion, I felt like Pilates was a really great bridge to get me moving, but also to be really gentle on my joints. Another great thing about Reformer Pilates is the muscle toning. One thing that I've noticed is that when you're doing it, it actually engages various muscle groups at the same time, leading to overall muscle toning, particularly focusing on the smaller stabilizing muscles. One thing that I did really enjoy was that because I had completely shifted my workout routines around, I got the weekend to just completely be free and have fun. One of the nights that we had free, we decided to take the ferry down to Eat Street. If you live in Brisbane, you know that Eat Street is so cool. It is so much fun. There's so many food options. So straight away, Dylan absolutely loves oysters. So off we went. We went to go get some freshly shucked oysters. I am not a fan of seafood, so this one is just enjoyed by Dylan. If you are planning to go to Eat Street, make sure you go super early as it's always packed. We opted for some pork belly bites and a langos. And I don't know about you guys, but I love finishing the night with a beautiful dessert, so we went and got gelato. I am definitely on the spectrum of ice cream where I like butterscotch, toffee, salted caramel, so anything those flavors, oh my god, yum. One of my Christmas presents from Dylan, he got us an experience to actually make Turkish lamps. I have always loved these beautiful lamps, and I couldn't believe that we were finally getting to make our own. Upon arrival, you get asked to go around the store and look at some of the lamps and see what sort of designs that you like. There's also these reference cards available that you can see right in front of me that have the design patterns on them. Typically, the designs that I saw were made out of diamonds, triangles, and squares. Also, they provided us this apple tea, and oh my god, it was so delicious, it was so tasty. Dylan had chosen to do a mixture of like orange, yellow, red, whereas I sort of went a little bit higgledy-piggledy and decided to do a rainbow lamp. So we were given bottles of glue, and then the instructor showed us how to glue on the tiles to make sure that we weren't leaving any gaps or any air pockets. After our tiles were laid, we got given a mixture of beads, so you got to pick what colors, so I went with rainbow to match my rainbow tiles. So to give us an idea, the instructor held up, or Dylan's holding his up now, to the light, and basically it gave us sort of an idea of what our lamps may look like when they're finished. We took our lamps home, and the next day we were advised to use a plaster mix to seal it and wash it off. This is the result after the plaster, and here is the final product. Thank you guys so much for your support, and thank you for watching. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye!